Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Johnny and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on your video is Johnny's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the corrections and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves your left hand free to give any correction that you want to give, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and let go on his training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using, so you will see Rich during the course of the video possibly give him a little correction that doesn't hurt him. It's just a reminder. Now he's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Johnny, heel.
Johnny, heel.
Now at this point Johnny has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you on walks. When you're walking with him or running with him, he should be even with your left leg, not cutting you off, running in front of you, dashing out to see squirrels. He should be focused more on you than he is what's going on around him. And you get that by practicing these simple heeling skills. He's also been taught to sit automatically when you stop walking to wait for his next command. So when you're walking with him or running with him and you stop to cross the street, he should sit and wait for you to tell him to heel again. And he's doing a great job. He's very focused on Rich.
Stay.
This is your sit-stay command. It is a hand and a voice command. And with the puppy this age, you're going to start out at about 30 seconds, and you're eventually going to work up to a 3-minute sit-stay. This helps to develop his self-control. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him. This is an additional distraction. Rich walks around him to meet his leash, and then he praises him for a good job for staying there. And they take off heeling again. And that's one of the things that my owners complain the most about with their large breeds, is that the dog gets to the point that he's no fun to take out on a leash. So we take our heeling skills very seriously here at school, especially with our larger breeds, to make sure that their owners can comfortably walk them. Rich leaves him in another sit-stay, and remember, any stationary exercise is helping to develop his self-control, his focus, his maturity, all the things that young puppies need to learn. And he's doing really well with that. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich will demonstrate the come on command. The command is Johnny, come. You keep your voice at kind of monotone so that he doesn't come barreling in, but that he does come in and sit right in front of you facing your knees, and we'll demonstrate that exercise again for you. He's a really, really nice dog, and he's done great adapting to a day schedule.
Stay.
Rich leaves him in another sit-stay. You go out to the end of your leash, and then you call him in. Comes right in and sits, and that eliminates any jumping on you. If you're having company or guests over, remind them that he's not to get petted until he's sitting. He's done such a great job here at school. We've really enjoyed him, and he is low maintenance. He's a nice puppy. Now this next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, always seated first, Rich is going to take his open left palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the command to down and stay. Now your down stay he can hold a little bit longer, and you can practice these stationary exercises right in your house. Your long down stay, you're going to start out at about a minute, and you're going to work all the way up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him again, exactly as he did on the sit-stay. And at that point, when he gets back to Johnny's shoulders, he expects to get another command. So there's a lot of little technical parts of obedience training that you're not going to remember with one lesson. So we want to supply you with a video so you can practice at home with your video in place of maybe one of his playtimes. Remember, always seated first, hands straight down toward the ground, and then the hands stay. Now we discourage him putting his nose on the ground or licking the dirt or picking up sticks. This is an exercise in self-control. This time, instead of returning to him, Rich will call him. Such a good boy. And if he doesn't sit right away, Rich will say no and give that little tug we were talking about, and then Johnnie goes back to heel position. So everything starts and stops at that heel position. And the very last exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is your down from a distance. This is a little bit harder exercise because you're not standing next to the dog. You're going to have the dog sit. You're going to leave him in a stay. You're going to turn to face him. It's the only time we use our right hand to give the command, and he immediately went down. That was perfectly done. Now we've demonstrated for you your heel, your automatic sit, your sit stay, your down from a distance, your down stay, and your come. These are the formal obedience commands that Johnnie has learned while he's been here at school. We think he's done a great job, and we know you're going to be really excited to see him. So we will see you tomorrow, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.